Hi everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to another episode of Pounds and Inches. This is Ryan, I'm Bethany, and today we're going to be talking about Merlin. But before we do, as typical for our reviews, we just like to give you a hint of health of what's happening with us, and I'm going to go first. A couple weeks ago, I discovered that I sprained my ankle or my foot. I don't know what I did or how I did it, but I decided to take a week off from running after I was so excited about defeating the birds. Maybe this is their psychological way of messing with me. But anyway, I took a week off and it was the right thing to do. I listened to my body. I was able to go for a run yesterday and it went great. So I don't know, I was pretty excited that my body spoke to me, I listened, and I was able to continue.
All right, so for me, we are stacking the deck in our favor this month. We've already purged our cupboards. We've pre-planned all the meals. We've bought the groceries. We've set up schedules and plans and workout routines. We've done all the things. This is going to be a perfect month. We are having a perfect June where we can recalibrate everything, and I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, but enough about that. Let's talk about Merlin.
This is why you're here. You wanted to hear about Merlin. All right, so in Merlin, the background, the theming of the game, essentially, is that King Arthur is ready to die, ready to pass on, and he is looking for a successor to the throne, and with the help of Merlin, trying to find that person. So during the course of the game, we're gaining victory points, whereas the most victory points at the end of the game is declared the successor to the throne and the winner of the game. All right, so during the game, it lasts 6 rounds. At the beginning of each round, you're going to roll the dice. There are 3 in your player color, plus 1 dice which represents Merlin. And those are the dice that you have to work with over the course of the round. You can roll them, or you can use them in any order that you'd like. And basically, you're going to move your guy around the circle. It's kind of a roll and move game. You can move your guy only clockwise, but Merlin, who can only move once per round, you can move either clockwise or counterclockwise. The board, as you're moving around, you're going to be collecting points. You're also going to be collecting resources. So one of the resources is these little wooden cubes. These are kind of building materials which you use to build this, what they call the environs, which is like a little area control, kind of a map thing. There's also flags, which help you break the rules of the game a little bit and kind of manipulate your dice. And there's shields, which help you protect against bad guys that are going to be coming each round to fight you. And it would be, a King Arthur themed game without an appearance from both the Holy Grail and Excalibur. You're just roaming around the board. There's intermittent scoring at the end of the 2nd and 4th and 6th rounds. And then at the end of the final round, there's also final scoring where you get some pity points for some things that you have left over. That's basically the game. You also have cards, and with those cards, you have a hand of 4 cards, and they're going to have requirements like have certain colors of shields, or have some influence on the board in different places. You can turn those in at any time to get those points. There's also kind of a mini expansion that came with the game, and that expansion helps you kind of make more use of those cards to get more points. All right, so what are your thoughts? What do you like about this game?
I really like the layout of this board. I like the color palette. I like the circle. I like that you're going in a circle. And one of the neat things about how it's displayed is that nobody is at the top or the bottom of the board. So you can see everything clearly. I don't know, that's just really neat that there's not a right side to be on the board. As we all know while we play board games, that sometimes it can be a little frustrating, as is typical with all games, that you're on one side of the board. And this doesn't happen. There's nobody on top and nobody on bottom.
Which I think was kind of the point of the round table to begin with. Everyone's at an equal seat at the table, which is a nice little touch. One of the things that I like about this game is the ability to manipulate your dice. So you might hear, roll and move, and your, thoughts go to Monopoly or something like that, some kid's game. But this is not your grandpappy's roll and move game. This is a strategy game, and I really like the ability to kind of change the dice values using those flags, and there's apples that can help change the dice values as well, and I really like that.
And even if you decide not to use the apples or any of the special things to change the dice move, you still have a ton of options. Even if it all adds up pip-wise, so you're going to end in the same spot regardless, you still get to choose what spot in between. And so there's still a ton of variety and options when you roll the dice.
And this is a point salad game, which is most of Stefan Feld's game are. I co-designed it with another guy, Michael Rieneck, I think you might pronounce it. But like most of his games, it is a point salad, meaning that all your points are going to come from different sources. And so I really like that about games. All the different paths that you can take are all viable paths, and I really enjoy that.
I like the little 3D dudes. It's those little things in the game that I really enjoy. So there's this one, and then the start player, the crown. Yeah, I just like that. The little, I mean, you don't have to do that, essentially. This could be easily a chip, and so I just enjoy when they take little things in a game and do stuff like that with them, and it just makes it a more enjoyable experience.
Yeah, and we play this game at 2, 3, and 4 players, and at all the player counts, it works great. It's very, very well balanced.
Yeah. I will say, though, as we move into a negative direction, yeah, that's the word, for some reason, this game is intimidating to me, and I'm not sure why that is. The first and even second time we played it, I just was a little overwhelmed, and it's not even that complicated. It took me about 4 times before it wasn't intimidating to me. It wasn't daunting for me to play this. I do want to say that I enjoyed it after the first time. It wasn't that I disliked it at all, but for some reason it just seemed like a lot, and it wasn't, but I don't know, with how my mind works and how this game was played, it just really messed with me. But I still enjoyed it that first time. It just took me a while to feel comfortable with the game and the mechanics.
I have kind of an opposite thing going on. I've played this so many times by bringing it to game nights and to a local convention that I'm almost burnt out on it. I've played it a lot. It's almost...
See, I'm playing with him, so I'm losing all the time by these huge margins. No wonder.
It feels a little bit samey almost. I'm finding myself falling into a certain routine and getting the most amount of points. And the dice and the cards obviously add to the replayability and the randomness of it. But it just, I don't know, it feels after 10, 15 plays, it kind of feels a little bit repetitive. And maybe that's just a me thing. But all right, well, thanks so much for checking out our review channel. Remember, you can subscribe so you can see all of our latest videos and reviews as they come out. You can also check out our blog on BoardGameGeek.com, where we talk a little bit more about our health journey. And Bethany's also got a board game Instagram page. Instagram.com/bnfigs is where you can find her there. She's always posting cool pictures. And on all those platforms, here on YouTube or on Board Game Geek or on Instagram, you can like and comment so you can interact with us in that way, because we love hearing from you guys.
All right, this is Ryan and Bethany encouraging you to play games, live healthy, and create moments. Bye, guys.
Bye.